Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Last episode we prepped ourselves and talked over the plans for our spring of 1943 offensive, and we had a slight debuff as the Germans launched their attack in March, but that just fell off, so we should be able to launch our planned attacks and see what we can do about overrunning some of these German positions here. So what we are going to do is start in the north here by trying to punch through the German lines. And we got planes right here, so we are going to work on these segments. And right here, we can just take everybody off except for the garrison. Well, just take everybody off. And launch everybody we have right here. Take these garrisons and try to flank. I mean, they're garrisons, so. And then what we're going to do is take our mechanized and tank units and see what we can't do about punching through right there. Like that, and unfortunately this guy is missing a leader, so he'll lose some organization right there, but it's not a big deal. And we're going to start our general offensive in the south, right like this. Everything on this side of the Danube is going to get pushed, and pushed really, really hard. So let's see how these battles actually look. They should, oh yeah, still having supply troubles. Still having supply troubles. Now this might be a bloodbath right here. I actually kind of anticipate that. But look at that. A bunch of units have reduced organization because of... Where was this? Shattered. 146 Heavy Tank Brigade. Is that up here? Really? Who? Oh! I was about to say, how did a heavy tank brigade shatter? That was just the freaking armored cars that were like left over from something else. General offensive. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. These guys have organization because they have supplies, because they're close to their supply caches, but that doesn't mean anything right now. Alright, what's going on right here? Let's take a look. Mechanized infantry. Got IS's. Joseph Stalin tanks. No, we don't need air bases. We're good. Let's see. Metal, energy, and rares for IC efficiency production. I'm going to pass on that because we have a ton of stuff. Hopefully what's going to happen is we're going to start overrunning our supply caches. Again, well, you know, areas where we have supplies. And taking it away from Germany and giving it back to us. That's going to be a bloodbath. Combat with 3.8 out of 22. The Maryland has been lost. Man, the Japanese are giving the American Navy what for. And why don't we take a quick look up into Finland, see what we got going. Looks like the Germans have pulled back for the most part, which is allowing us the ability to consolidate our forces here. Let's try to get across the river. That would be ideal. There's the SS mountain troops again that got pretty ravaged when we attacked. Ooh, and looks like some upgrades are about to go through here. How about these tanks? Alright, take back the rail lines. Alrighty, now, do we want to do this again? Because that costs 10% of my IC gain. Soviet rail network gained 2 infrastructure. Actually, 2 infrastructure in the entire rail network. This is the whole rail network, I believe. Is until October 1st. So it gets repaired until, so minus 10%. So does it go away? I'm going to say no, because it seems to me like if you take that, it goes away. I definitely don't want, what's the point in temporary additions like that? Oh yeah. Soviet tanks versus German infantry divisions. Definitely doing good. I don't want to put too much... So I don't want to put... I could launch the offensive all along this front here. Well, the thing is, if I just push those Germans back, there's no possibility of a encirclement there. And that's what we're interested in. Looks like we're having a hell of a time here. Not doing nearly as well as I thought. Major defeat. We lost... Whoa! That was a hell of a lot worse than I thought it would be. Why was that so bad there? It's just... It's open plains. What is going on here? We're getting wrecked here, too? Man, that was so much worse than I thought it'd be. The fuck was that all about? I mean, you're welcome to attack me here. Yeah, now we have trouble from counterattacks. Well, at least we have the garrisons here that weren't involved before. It's just the 7th Panzer Division. They attack us? That seems foolhardy. Alrighty. It's not like I needed those 75,000 men. Right, amphibious tanks. Thought I saw it right there. Boom. What do we got here? Refit the 3rd Tank Corps with better tanks. Always gonna take that. Well, why don't we send you up here? You're already halfway there. These guys are really good. How are we doing right here? Not too bad. Starting to break these Hungarian divisions. There we go. Lost 31,000 during the struggle. Hungary lost 31,000 men. I lost, what did that say, 20,000? Alrighty. Now, everybody except the garrisons need to move up. And there's a lot of units here. Everybody gets to move up. They're going to launch a counterattack. Of course they're going to launch a counterattack. I expect them to. German Marines are involved in that. Yugoslavia stole blueprints again. Alright, actually I could probably find, like, some of these... Plenty of units here that could be very beneficial in the attacking posture. Like these guys. And you need a leader. Oh, wrong guy. There we go. I'm really not too worried about this because these are really good garrisons still on, you know, solid defensive ground against a single German Panzer Division. No big deal. Get our tanks in here. Yeah, we got our tanks in here. I should probably pay more attention to that shit when I'm doing it. Probably could have avoided losing 75,000 men for no reason. Alright, we won the counterattack. And now the units that were involved in that battle kind of need to sit there. What we could do is flank... Actually, what we could do... Because, well, we could grab these guys who are kind of already weakened. And we can flank the 7th Panzer Division with them. Because the 7th Panzer Division isn't going to be able to withstand that. No. Well, this artillery group thing is gonna is getting knocked out. And then what we can do is take the fresh units. A lot of these fresher tanks. And just crack this wide open. That's what we got here. Yep. 101st Panzer Division, which is already destroyed. And army level commands. Nothing to worry about there. And this is just a Bulgarian unit, it looks like. With no supplies. Got reinforcements coming. How are we doing here? Okay, that battle looks like it failed. Well, we stop it. Yeah. Man, I gotta pay more attention to that shit so I don't take losses like that unnecessarily. And we're just gonna march up like this. Grab some of these guys and continue on. Oh, I love the guards units. got right here? Oh, those are airplanes in battle with the Luftwaffe. Let's get a flanking motion going here. Apparently, a charge of 200,000 cavalry is not really enough to overcome modern weaponry. Who knew? So we'll use more cavalry. How does their organization actually look here? Veteran arm. Ooh! Organization regain rate and 20% officer recruitment, 10% to land organization, and casualty trickle back. That's amazing. That's what you get for fighting like 1,000 battles or something like that. Alright, that should give me road network 7. I will take that actually, because that increases supply throughput. Alright, how are these guys doing up here now? Not great, but looks like we're about to crack through. Broken, so the 7th Panzer Division is the last guy holding out. So, because these units are shifting south, so I want to make sure we keep an eye on them, keep them checked. Alright, so let's throw a couple units in here, a couple units down like that, straight off attack across the river. Let's grab these units right here. Get them involved as well. Cancel. National unity gain and organization regain. Oh, it wasn't supply throughput, but it was other stuff. Alright, now we okay, right there. That was against the 7th, what's it called? Right, you guys right back over here, please. Thank you very much. What we're going to do is try to sweep over this way. Hopefully avoiding the woods, heavy combat in the woods if we can. We want to make sure this is more than just like one province wide, because that's a recipe for doom right there. Alrighty, and we're gonna set these guys right there. Guards, infantry. Oh, apparently we're gonna go after the Italians. Alright, making progress. Everybody's making progress now. Alright. I'm even using these guards corps because they do have a lot of stuff attached to them. So they're pretty combat effective. Where possible, at least, I'm using them. How is this province causing so much damn trouble? Well, it's about to fall now. Like that one fell. How do things look over here? I mean, the Japanese are definitely overrunning tons of shit, but thankfully... Oh my god. They're overrunning more things than I expected to, which keeps slowing me down, because I keep having to stop and tell my guys to go to different places. Alright. They have overrun way more than I expected them to, because they went faster than I expected to. Our defenses didn't last as long as I thought they would. Alright, how are things looking up here? So they're attacking me right here. Not doing a great job at it. Alrighty, so let's move you right here. And you right up there as well. We're starting to surround some German units and try to cut them off. Not the guards. You guys. And by guards, I mean garrisons, of course. Alrighty, how's this look? Pretty good. Pretty good. Punching a hole. Gonna start taking advantage of it pretty soon, too. Motorized. Motorized goes for cavalry. And our offensive along the Dnieper River is starting to make some good headway. Which I'm pretty happy with. Is anybody going right here? No, there is active German units there. That's okay though. We'll take them out. Throw in another division to open up a little combat width. And that'll also give them a multiple combat penalty. Right? I don't know. Thought it'd be in there, but I didn't see it. Anybody who's already on the move doesn't need new orders, but you do. Alright, it looks like we're almost ready to unleash the 7th Army on Romania. We're getting there. Alright, got a counterattack right here. We're holding out. Cavalry, we're throwing keep throwing these numbers at the Germans here. Alright, somebody just broke. What was it? Oh, apparently he was involved in combat. Yeah, you shouldn't have been. I did try to add a lot of actual, those, what are they like, HQ defense thingies. I tried to add a lot of those in there, but it didn't fly as well as I'd hoped. We could probably, like, grab garrison units, move them into provinces like this, so that we can free up those actual troops. Like, this whole corps doesn't need to be sitting there right now. It could get involved. Actually, what it could do is it could launch an attack right here, and these guys can launch an attack right there. Like that. Yeah, all you guys can head there. And we've got a nice little hole punched right in here now. So let's grab like half. Let's do this. Let's grab the guards units and throw them against these guys right here and see what happens. Not going to be able to withstand it. So we'll take these other ones, and you'll go right there. You guys actually need a little bit of a rest. You took some mighty organizational loss in those well, a lot of heavy casualties too. But it's okay for now. So what you could actually do is support this attack right there. It's not a big deal, so just get this infantry division out of the way quick like. Alright, everybody's going where they're supposed to. Moving on up. See, we take this province, and then as soon as we can get across the river, river. I'm gonna call it Buh. Well, there's basically nothing to that guy. Then there's guards divisions here. When did they get there? I bet they broke and were redeployed there. Then these guys could just dogpile into Romania. And we can start this attack here. I doubt these units have. Yup, no, they got nothing. They've got nothing. All right, so we won. That means everybody can move on up. The entire army, and then some. Let's see here. So that province is taken. Let's split these guys in half, as even as we can get them, and see if we can't keep the pressure up, because these units don't have any supplies. We're gonna sing the "Don't Have Any Supply" song. I was gonna say sing the dance. It's an SS Panzer Division. Is what we got right in there. Alright, when are these guys gonna arrive? Ah, they just started arriving. How about you guys? How you doing? Not great, but we can always do this. Yeah, send in some infantry. Let's grab a bunch of infantry. And, yep, there we go. Okay. Launch them into an attack right there. What is this? What kind of terrain is plains? So we're still good. Advanced armor designs. Nice. And what's going on here? Is this still suicide? Or are we actually making some progress? Well, unfortunately, the Germans are smart enough to attack me. Major defeat against my NKVD units. Not a big deal. Oh my god, they overran it again. Which means I basically have to stop them. I keep telling them go to these places, and they just getting stuck. Getting stuck, unfortunate. Major defeat. 15,000 men. What was that? What was that 15,000 men? Where? Was it this one? So this army is going to make a break for Odessa. I love guards divisions. That's why I love... They don't retreat. They do not retreat. They shatter. They don't retreat. They will all stay there, and they will all die. Alright, having definitely more luck in the north. Way more. So, why don't we... What should we do? How should we do this? Huge bulge starting to form this line, which I'm pretty happy with. I'd love to take this province right here. Why don't we launch an attack with these weakened units and actually see how well it works? I mean, if it's suicide, then we don't need to. We don't need them to continue doing it. But if we can keep it up, keep that pressure on them, then we're good. How are we doing up here? Right, so attack, attack. Take you out. You out, attack, support attack. Try to get that Panzer Division out of my face. Oh yeah, that'll work. Huge defense modifier, but their organization is falling pretty heftily. Still attacking me here, it looks like. Is that one or that one? You have no organization. Let's see about this guy. Oh, he's still got organization, so we're not going to do that. What do we got here? 1 infantry, a tank corps. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Alright, so these guys, let's support attack on the flank here. Oh my god. What is the 20,000 to 3,000? Why? What the hell was that? Was that? I don't even know what some of these attacks. Like I'm losing are. I'm getting myself too confused. Too confused. Too much, you know, units mingling together. I'm not keeping track of what's going on. Tell you, I'm taking losses. I'm taking losses, and I'm taking ground. How's it? Well, actually, what we can do here is do a flanking maneuver with a tank division. Yep. And then let's take these 3. They're not doing anything, and hit those divisions right there. 1 for 1. I'll take a 1 for 1 against the Germans. I will take. Alright, we should be able to take that without too much trouble. What we need to do is capitalize right here, which means we need this province needs to fall. What is that? SSTV? I saw SSTV inspired something. 7th Army? Oh shit, you know, it's... I didn't realize that those guys... fuck. Fuck me. I thought that would be wide open. Alright, so you guys need to cool it right... You need to stop that right there. Wait for because the cores are faster than everybody else. I wasn't paying attention. Damn it, not... Alright, guys. I gotta start paying attention. I'm trying to play this too quickly. And all these guys are shattering and getting sent back to Moscow. Alright, so once the Panzer Division's gone there, we'll break through. I'm thinking that even with our... We could try putting pressure up here because the Germans have definitely retreated out. These are Italian units, right? Alright, how are we doing up here? They're trying to break out of that little encirclement now. They're taking casualties. How are we doing right here? Badly? I'm perfectly fine taking losses. Come on. We can break through. The high velocity tank gun. Come on, we got this. It's actually a little bit more difficult than I expected. Not making as much progress as I wanted. But, I mean, we are pretty early into this. We are pretty early into this still. Infantry, come on. Well, actually, those guys that shattered, we'll just let them sit there, and they can recoup. All right, so why don't we do an assault now that we have proper troops here. Break through into Romania. All right, good. We won right there. Means these guys are moving up. Or did they move somebody else in? They must have. Oh, you know, they got a fresh Panzer division in there, so we got to cancel that. Fresh Panzer troops means that's not going anywhere. Alrighty. Now, as soon as we can get through this little province right there, I think we're golden. I think we're golden. We got planes down here. I haven't been using them, but yeah, I knew we had some. Not within range. Attack. Get a little flanking action going. How did this get so... what did I do right here? Why did I thin this out so much? Where did I tell all these troops to go? Small caliber anti-tank or tank guns. I think I got a little ahead of myself and got a little overexcited about this offensive here, and I let it get a little too sloppy. Alright, what we need to do here is basically leave units to defend this flank. We lost that? Really? Well, that's a shame. The German division got out. Fuck. Maybe I'm just a little I'm too overconfident. Man, I honestly thought this would be a lot easier. Overconfidence, overconfidence. Oh, you know what? Fucking A. Hate that. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. And that nothing's going into reinforcements. The Germans are abandoning this section, the center section of the line. It's vacant. There's nothing here. I did not anticipate that. That's interesting. Major defeat. Again. That's right there. Well, we got all these units here. Apparently, I left the center section completely undefended and sent all of my units to right on the river. When did I... Oh, never mind. Sometimes I get a little bit out of it, apparently, and don't pay attention to what's going on. Alright, this is getting a little crazy here. Come on. We can get across this damn river. Come on, 7th Army. Alright, how does this look? Pretty good. They completely abandoned this section of the line. It's empty. which means I'm going to take advantage of that. Wasn't planning on it, but I mean, when you just, yeah, I think they noticed what was happening, and I'm just going to take advantage of the situation. They're not going to, yep, fractured and broke. They're not going to defend that land. I'm going to take it now, and this is a disaster. All right, so this is probably the highest casualties I've ever taken. 1 month and hundreds of thousands of dead. Alright, so we got you guys. The Marines are heading in. Oh, the Germans left. No supplies? No supplies. So I guess this is turning into a very interesting offensive because it's not necessarily going any way close to the way I thought it would. The actual thrusts are running into just super strong resistance. And then the Germans pulled all of their troops out of the center, and I could just flood through and take this land back. I'm really looking forward to start taking back actual cities. That's what I'm interested in. Odessa is a big one that I really want. Are these guys getting close finally? Finally starting to get close so I can put up some resistance against the Japanese. I can't believe we lost that little battle up there. Right, where'd those guys go? This is them right there. This is these guys. I can't believe these guys failed. It was one German division. You had the defense. You were on the defense. Come on, guys. Come on. One. Starting to get some really high German casualties is what I'm seeing now. I see a combined arms group there. Combined arms group's Meyer. Alright, so we're going to continue this straight up the river here because I think these units are starting to wear out, and yes, they are. Who's not moving? You're not moving, you're not moving, you're not moving, you're not moving, you're not moving. You guys move. Support attack. Let's get this going. Make sure we take this. This province has been a bloodbath. A lot of people have died on it. I'm a little... Why their defense modifier's huge? Is there still weather here? Still a little muddy. Well, let's just let these guys cool it for a little while. Send in some reinforcements. Here, how are we doing right down here? This is a bloodbath too. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, they brought in more units. 80,000 dead. Well, there's no getting across that river like that. Not at all. Damn it. Sending men to their deaths. Losing a month's worth of men in a day. Well, this has been a bloody episode. Bloody April. Spanned a whole month. Definitely. I think Bloody April's definitely the right word for what happened this month. Did I pass all my cavalry? Yeah, there they are. I know there was somebody in there that didn't have a leader. Oh, wonder where they went. Saw it for just a split second there. Oh well. I mean, it's not like we're not taking ground. Oh god, everybody's shattering. Alright, so these guys that shatter, they gotta get put back in. Oh, you know what? Oh, come on! Major defeat? Really? Really? Getting sick of major defeats. Alrighty. Alright. Well, hoy. Episode's running long. We gotta end it right here. Man, this has been a lot more frustrating, and I thought it would be just an absolute bloodbath slaughter, breaking through the German lines, but they proved there's so much more strength in the south than I anticipated. I mean, our initial moves were brilliant. The problem is getting across the Buh River here and allowing the 7th Army, which is core, is right up here, you know, and out of range of everybody, so it's got to get back down there. Got to get them back to where they're supposed to be. You know, I'm going to have to do some of this off screen. Okay, everybody, definitely going to end it right here. If you have enjoyed this, just drop me a like. Leave me those comments right down below. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.